Motherfuckery. Motherfuckeration. Stav is in Greece.
Yeah, the fat man is gone.
The big boy Billy Sunday's.
I'm a fat man.
Big boy Billy Sunday's gone, so now we're gonna try and do this classic style.
Classic style.
Well, I guess this isn't classico. This is the with the Dark Alliance.
This is the Dark Alliance. This is we're gonna bring it back to us being completely broke, walking around Chinatown after you've asked me to come to lunch, and we couldn't settle on a restaurant for about an hour and a half of walking around. Yeah. And then Nick finally says, let's just go to this fucking place, and it happens to be just the absolute worst place we could have lunch.
That's right.
That is the Nick system for finding a place to eat.
Hey, you know what? It works.
It does work.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I always say.
So what's
the
up, man?
The doctor's like, yeah, you've got a tumor at the base of your spine. And it's going to kill you. And you're like, hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're like, no, we should operate and take that out before it grows. Like, Doc, I've been on this earth a long time. Like, you're 21 years old.
You've been having ideations recently?
What do you mean?
Been fixating on death a lot?
Oh, no, I'm just fucking tired and bored. Life's gay.
Yeah.
Life's so boring.
It is boring when you haven't had a job for 4 years.
Yeah.
It is really boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess I'll sit down and learn the NATO alphabet today. And then
what is that? What's the NATO alphabet?
Like Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta.
Oh, is it called the NATO alphabet?
Faggot, golf, homo, India,
I thought it's all
Lima.
I thought it's all Greek. Is faggot a Greek letter?
Yeah. It's not the Greek alphabet, it's the NATO alphabet.
Okay. Oh,
the
yeah,
Greek alphabet doesn't. They don't have the same
Sorry,
amount.
Right. I know, I'm stupid. Of course.
Alpha, beta,
gamma,
delta.
Mm-hmm.
So gamma would be, you're already fucked up.
Gamma is C?
It's alpha, beta, Charlie, delta.
Okay.
Alpha, beta, Charlie, delta, echo, foxtrot, India, HIJ.
We're doing a clips show right now of the audience's favorite bits we've ever done.
The alphabet.
The alphabet bit.
Oh, yeah.
People have been clamoring for that one to come back.
I didn't realize that was a thing we've already said.
We've done that. We did that, I think, for about 30 minutes on an episode once.
The Dirty 30. That's what we called it.
We got to pour one out for your boy, dude, from Fox News Red Eye, John Bolton. Out of a job.
I think that was the last time I did that show, because they don't tell you who's going to be there until it's like you're on the way there. Mm-hmm. Because that show would get progressively worse. I mean, I can't recall exactly.
How many times did you do it?
Probably like 3 or 4.
Uh-huh.
I can't recall exactly who was the first. I just tweeted at them. I was like, "Put me on the show." And I didn't have any.
I remember
at the
that.
time. And then they were like, "Okay," and I was like, "What?" All right.
You got to turn up to News Corp.
No, I had no TV credits at the time. Nothing. I had no followers.
How many times? How many times did you do this? What did you say?
Like 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Yeah,
something like that. And then the first time I was on, I forget who I was on with, but it was like Joanne Nososhinsky, and then like
Gutfeld.
No, Gutfeld wasn't there. But, you know, it's like the usual mix of like, we've got Gavin McInnes and like the guy that writes movie reviews for fucking, you know, I don't know, the buttoned up gentleman, the Yaleys, you know, like those fucking guys.
Yeah, like libertarians and then like war criminals.
Yeah, Ivy League libertarian. Well, no, John, there were no war criminals the first couple of times. And the last time I went, they're like, Ambassador John Bolton's going to be here.
Who, if you remember correctly, he couldn't be confirmed by Congress.
Yeah.
So he was just a temporary ambassador.
Yeah, but they kept calling him ambassador while he was there.
He was UN ambassador, right?
Yeah. And it was like, you know, it's like this. Is this a comedy? Is this funny?
You lived in a windowless box with no mattress.
Yeah. And then it's like, you know, and then he just sits there. He's not even saying anything bad. It's all just like, I'm just joshing you. It's like now he's just this befuddled moron.
Did they write bits for him?
No, they don't write bits for anybody. There's like writers for the show, but writers that come up with the prompts.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no idea because like I was going back to the green room one time, and this guy comes up to me and he was like, "Hey, what's up, dude? I'm one of the writers for the show." And I was like, "What?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?"
What do you write?
Yeah, I don't. What do you? They don't.
Is there a monologue at the beginning?
I think so.
They need to bring back Fox News Red
I
Eye.
think Shalhoub has. That was also before I really had too many. I think I'd only written for one show at the time, and I didn't realize that every show has 15 people that sit in a room. And they're like, "What if? What if in this episode did we do the title?"
Mm-hmm.
And then John walks out and he's like, "Hey, everybody, how's it going?" They're like, "Good. Let's put that in the script." Like everything they have a staff. For
It's just a
everything.
snacks room.
Yeah. No, there is always a snacks room. Damn, I've gotten fat.
In writers' rooms.
Oh yeah.
I was talking to Jamel about writing for ridiculousness.
Yeah, which is so funny because that's like
It's like Tosh.0 for like.
yeah, I know. I've never seen the show, but that as a job, being a ridiculousness writer,
Yeah.
is like sort of being put into this like career purgatory
Yeah.
where you're like, oh, thank God I made it.
It's
or-
literally Ow My Balls from Idiocracy, the show.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's like I don't know what they pay, but it's you're not rolling in it, obviously.
Yeah, I think Hampton was head writer for a while in Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
All right. Well, I don't want to. I mean,
I asked-
I do know like some specifics of like what compensation is or whatever, but it's like very much a thing where it'll keep your head above water financially, but, and then I don't think they fire anyone.
You have a place to go every day.
You can just you can stay there for a decade,
Oh yeah, it is.
and it's like whoops.
It's a purgatory.
Yeah, it's like whoops. I was supposed to I guess I did have a career.
I'm
but-
45 now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
and I've been writing jokes for Rob Dyrdek to respond to someone injuring their penis.
Exactly.
for,
and it's
for
ruined-
10 years.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, oh, whoops, I ruined my ability to be funny or relevant because I've been doing like
I was asking Jamel about it, and he said
assembly line comedy for.
they really let him take some responsibility. He wrote most of the jokes for the Machine Gun Kelly episode
Yeah.
of Ridiculousness, and I told him to put that in his Twitter bio. I think he added it. Sorry, guys, I'm a little sick right now. We're having a little seasonal cold epidemic here in New York. Nick and I are both on our phones, and we don't have stops to tell us to
No,
stop.
I'm not. I have something specific for
Oh,
the show that I'm.
I know what you're doing.
I'm settled now. I got it.
So anyway, we got this Joker movie coming out. When are we gonna get a? Is it unplugged?
No, it's fine.
When are we gonna get a female identifying or non-binary Joker?
They
That's
mean
my question.
Harley Quinn,
No. I think the Joker's role.
a joke ass.
A joke ass.
I was thinking the other day they never came up with a name for female barbers.
Hairdresser.
No. A hairdresser is either gender, and it's who gay men and women go see to get their hair cut.
I go to a hairdresser.
Yeah. So a man goes to a barber no matter what. And then the hairdresser, like if you're like, I'm going to go see my hairdresser, it's the same thing as going to see a barber, just you're gay. The gender is received. It's not imposed upon
Yes.
the doing party.
A barbette.
Legally speaking.
A barbette.
Yeah, that's why people say the woman that cuts my hair,
Yeah.
which is, it seems so impersonal and rude. You're like referring to your wife as the woman that sucks my dick. Oh yeah, the woman that sucks my dick was telling me earlier that Pearl Jam's they're thinking about doing a reunion tour.
Who's that?
Yeah. Oh, just the other day I was having a conversation with the woman that sucks my dick, and she had an interesting story about the new Joe's Crab Shack down on Route 5. Apparently, they sing "Happy Birthday" to you, even if it's not your birthday.
Oh my god.
It's a fun trick. Yeah, I remind me. I got to make an appointment with that bitch.
Do you
the bitch who cuts my hair?
Do you, Nick Mullen, take Veronica to be the woman who sucks your dick?
That'd be tight. I'd love to marry Veronica. Just the hot bitch from Archie.
Oh, I was thinking Veronica Vaughn from Billy Madison, one of my first crushes.
Yeah.
Pete Sampras's wife.
Veronicas are hot.
It's a hot name.
It is a hot name.
I will never name my fucking daughter Veronica.
Why?
I don't want no slut living in my house.
Oh, a slut.
I'm gonna give her an ugly name,
Yeah,
like Mildred or something.
Mildred. Except that would just
That would turn them into a slut.
She would just be like a fucking Bushwick.
Mm-hmm.
Cigarettes and pussy out on the fire escape.
Well, she'd go by Millie,
Yeah.
and she'd start sucking dick at 13.
She would go by Mildred.
Mildred.
She could not wait to put her name Mildred in her Tinder profile.
She would become one of those
Fucking
tank top girls
A Joy Division tattoo on her pussy.
with the
Yeah.
the EKG thing.
Yeah. So the middle of the pussy is the whatever that shit is.
Joy Division was Nazi adjacent. They kind of had some like Nazi image. Well, the Joy Division was a Nazi brigade or something.
What do you mean?
Is it the Joy Division was like a German military?
Oh, in World War II.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then Ian Curtis was kind of like
I think the
into
woman that
like
sucks
Nazi
my dick was telling me something about that the last time I went to go see her. I went to go see the man who knew too much.
And do you, Veronica, take Nick to be the man who beats your ass?
Mm-hmm.
The man who blows your back out.
I would love to be that. Married to a Veronica, I just wear a wife beater outside in the street in Brooklyn, walking around like a chicken.
You peaked at 16.
Opening up the fire hydrants for the kids. Hey, there you go. Hey, there you go. That's it for you, okay?
Veronica is so much hotter than you, but you still managed to cheat on her.
Right, yeah. My entire body is made out of just forearm hair. Yeah. I'm wearing lots of jewelry. Very sweaty.
We can be those guys right now. We don't need our Veronicas to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the right posture for it. My posture, like, you can tell, that I am not enjoying my life. I can't be.
I see pictures of myself, and I'm shocked by how bad my posture is.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
It's not that bad.
Oh, my neck just cranes downwards.
Maybe seated, yeah.
Yeah. I look terrible. What do you think the fat man's doing on that beach in Santorini right now?
Cheating on his wife. Cheating on her.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's been a funny shift.
That's what you go
to see.
That's what you go to Greece to do, is to cheat.
To see, he was injured last summer, and he hurt his foot, you hurt your brain.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen a shift the last couple of months to us being the two dark princes of the show, and Stav being the
yeah, that's definitely
the happily well-adjusted.
Nothing's changed for me.
No, I mean
that's a
I think it's more like Stav and I have switched places.
Yeah, last year you felt like shit, and now this year you still feel like
shit. You feel like less shit. I'll say that.
That's true.
We'll say you went from like I want to die to like I want to die.
Yeah,
I want stating it plainly.
You know what?
Instead of screaming it,
because it's mixed with feelings of this is the benefit of being 30 now. It's like, damn, I'm trying to smoke pot, which I won't do. I have like 4 Oreos, and that's enough. Look at me, my blood sugar hitting like I've done something.
You'll feel like you did like a couple rails.
All the veins around my eyes will start throbbing.
Your heart will start just exploding.
And I'll watch 5 minutes of Wrongfully Accused and then be like, you know what, I'm just going to eat myself to sleep at 8 p.m.
Oh, God, I hate this shit, man.
What?
Just how weak we've become.
Oh, no, I'm not weak. I'm still pretty strong physically.
No, you're weak, and 4 cookies could make you feel that way.
Oh, yeah. No, it is nice that you don't, you can maintain physical strength. You just get injured easier. But the strength itself doesn't really disappear.
Well, no, if anything, you get stronger.
Yeah.
Kind of like an old man strength.
Old man strength. The power to be raped and get over it. Women would love to have that kind of power.
You sent us that screenshot of from Chatterbait of an old man with an insanely long white beard. Mm-hmm. That had 0 viewers.
No viewers, and he's just masturbating to nobody watching him.
But he's jacked.
Yeah. No, he wasn't jacked. He had a pot belly. And
oh, no, I thought he was jacked.
No, but he's just still beating off. It's just like all day long.
He finally got high-speed internet so he could do that.
That's what. Like, imagine having to help that guy at Geek Squad. He's like, oh, I need my computer's not working. What do I use it for? To go to racist websites, I think.
And to beat off for no one on Chatterbait.
Yeah. I'm looking at trains on racist websites.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've found some things to occupy myself with, but I need more hobbies, I think.
What are you trying to get into? You should smoke a pipe, man. I like it.
I'm not with that shit, dude.
Why?
I don't know. It just doesn't fit my aesthetic.
It doesn't. It doesn't fit anyone's aesthetic.
No, I think for you, like with the beard, you look like a sea captain.
Yeah, but I'm not a sea captain.
Yeah, but it fits with a general aesthetic.
I'm a gamer. I'm a video gamist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a guy that plays video games professionally.
Well, you're not professionally, but
Professional video game player.
Yeah.
Esports.
Can you play online on Wii?
I'm the #1 esports athlete. Do they call themselves athletes?
I think it is on like ESPN.
It was already a
too
push
now.
to call them sports, and now they're calling themselves athletes also.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I know that it is covered on like the ESPN secondary stations.
Yes,
now.
PP.
What happened to the World's Strongest Man
They
competitions?
still have those.
Do you remember they also used to have like
There's a guy that would come to my gym that like would train for strongman. And so he would come in and then he would like just pick up this giant ridiculous dumbbell that only he had, like that was his workout. Like
he just pick it up and walk 10 paces?
He would pick it up and like do like one arm snatches with like a fucking 150-pound dumbbell or whatever.
Dude, I used to watch that all the
axle,
time.
Like the grip on it was like fucking, the diameter was like 3.5 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember they used to have like Irish, like Celtic sports? Like there was like one where they'd like wear the skirts, and then they'd have like that huge tree trunk. They'd have to like flip it or something.
No, that sounds dumb.
It was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
And then they had axe competitions too.
They would play the original Scottish version of darts, where there's no board. It's just you face off against your opponent.
You threw darts at
And
each other.
Yeah, you get a bullseye if you got the dart directly into the penis hole of the other. As the darts pierce your skin,
Oh no!
your dick becomes hard.
That's horrible.
And then you get a bullseye by getting the dart directly into the hole of your opponent.
Oh man!
And that's Scotland. That's what they do in Scotland.
I hear it's pretty cool over there.
Yeah, who told you that? Orphan Annie.
I think maybe
Fucking Scottish.
maybe Amber told me it was cool over there.
Yeah.
After they went on tour there.
Yeah, she was just in Ireland.
Is she back now?
She's back.
We should have gotten her back in the mix. A little old school.
I asked her what she was doing, and she's in the East Village having lunch with a friend.
Can you imagine
What? Going to lunch with
a friend?
Yeah, it seems pretty dumb to me.
Pathetic.
Yeah, what's next? Fucking holding hands in the bathroom, Amber? Where you and your friend gonna go into the bathroom and just list genders at each other while holding hands?
Oh my god. Pathetic.
Yeah. When is Bernie Sanders gonna drop out of the race and endorse Elizabeth Warren? Liz.
I don't think he's going to.
Queen Liz. That's what everyone's waiting for.
I think
The only way to stop Donald Trump is with another boring woman.
Elizabeth Warren's
a woman who is definitely more progressive than Hillary Clinton, but in a way that's so marginal that it doesn't matter to the vast majority of people.
well, it's just such a cucked way. It's like I believe in reforming a broken system instead of like changing a broken system.
Sure.
It's like, oh, we'll just make new rules that will definitely not be overturned by a right-wing Supreme Court.
You know
And
what
like-
I'd vote for? Is the black guy from Twisted Metal whose arms are tires.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of a rip-off of Jax, I think.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like, what about a Jax car?
I tried to work on a bit about it, how video games black guys aren't. They never even get to have their arms. Tournament. It's like video games. They're always like, "Oh yeah, what's up, brother? My name's Boombox, and my brain is a stereo." It's just, you can't just be a black guy. He has to be some sort of cyborg where they replaced his legs with fucking basketball.
Yeah, it has to be like a black guy from some sort of failed government experiment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
They're like, what if we tried to? The mistake with slaves was not turning part of them into a VCR, so that they don't have rights. Yeah, it'd be like, Your Honor, of course it's not. Yes, he may be part human, but he's mostly fucking clock radio.
He can still talk and jive.
He's got a bunch of wires. Yeah, he's got a. That's the other thing too. Is like both Jax and the guy whose arms are giant wheels. They both have like high top fades.
Right.
It's like
they're
Jax,
still at the barber shop.
Jax makes sense, but how the fuck are you getting those wheels through the door of the barber
Right.
shop?
You need like some sort of garage door.
There's no way Cedric's coming all the way out to the fucking nuclear wasteland.
That was a great character.
To clean up that guy's fade.
Talking about how Donald Trump's a good president.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
The contrarian old black man.
Yeah. That's one of the characters in the new Twisted Metal. Is Au Contrarian. And he's a black man. That he drives his car. He drives his Lincoln town car around.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, matter of fact, for the simple fact was, that's when you hit the horn button. He goes, matter of fact, the simple fact was, the fact of the matter is, the simple fact of the fact of the matter is, the fact of the matter is.
Oh, contrarian.
Oh, contrarian.
I like that.
Yeah. What's going on the phone? Looking at stuff on your phone again?
Brandon is failing at letting the fucking dog walker into my house. I didn't even ask him to fucking walk the dog.
He just can't do it. He just doesn't have the ability to let somebody in the house. Well, I'll tell you what. Pay attention here for a second, because I got to tell you.
Also, I'll say this: I bought new jeans, and then Brandon went to the same store and bought the same pair of jeans.
I'll tell you what. What do the letters P and V mean to you?
Pussy and vagina.
Penis and vagina.
Also, penis and vagina.
Well, what about PVWW?
It's penis, vagina, and then the beginning of a website's name.
Yeah, well,
the first two letters.
It actually stands for Pit Viper Worldwide.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know what that is?
No idea.
Well,
it's something to do with snakes.
Yes, it's a sunglasses company. Next time you think about penis and vagina, World Wide Web, I think of Pit Viper Worldwide, which is a new sunglasses company out of probably California. I think that's who.
They got a lot of sun there.
Yeah. No, it's a new sunglasses company. And they just they want you to.
They're disrupting the sunglass market.
There is. It's a disruptive sunglass market.
Oakley is like literally shitting their pants right now.
Yeah. Well, Oakley's kind of had a downturn for years. In 2009, there was a YouTube video where a man with Down syndrome showed off his Oakley sunglasses collection, and that was sort of the beginning of the end for them.
Yeah.
When they realized, oh shit. These aren't just first responder glasses.
Yeah, these aren't tech.
They're actually last responder glasses.
They're the slowest responder.
The slowest. He may not even respond. He's going to sit there with his
just
eyes.
Just a catatonic.
His eyes glazed over as the towers fall, not responding in any way, shape, or form. And that's really who Oakleys are for. So yeah, you want to get on the penis and vagina Pit Viper Worldwide sunglasses. Mm-hmm. At pitvipersunglasses.com. Pit Viper was founded on a simple principle: sunglasses that can take a beating. You know, that's one of my biggest complaints about the woman that sucks my dick. Is that
her sunglasses keep breaking.
Her sunglasses keep breaking, which is ironic because the only reason she has them on is because she's got those big black eyes.
Yeah, because you already told her twice.
Yeah, in the spring of 2012, founder Chuck Mumford of Mumford & Sons.
No way.
Yeah. It's
from the same family.
From the same family.
Is it one of the sons, or is it actually Mumford?
It's the one that's like, Elizabeth, get.
Oh yeah, he thinks it's the big heart attack, right?
Yeah. What is it? Well, I'm coming, Elizabeth. Is that one?
I'm coming, Elizabeth. Yeah. Oh,
it's that Mumford.
I didn't realize it was the same guy.
Yeah, Mumford & Sons.
I thought it was just some gay Irish guy.
No, you know that Mumford song. That guy. They were traveling the Teton Mountains.
Like the Grand Tetons.
Teton Mountains for a ski touring adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Sunglasses being a very important part of touring trips, Chuck had his current high-end sports sunglasses in tow, which quickly broke and left him looking for more. So he broke this motherfucker is on top of a mountain.
Chuck Mumford.
Talking about, oh, come on, man. I got my glasses up here and then they broke. Eat it, I'm coming. And they broke. And then, so he started developing Pit Vipers in the spring of 2012. Once the snow thawed, as a rugged product that could be shot, sat on, shoved in pockets, run over, and mostly maintain their sun and wind bucking ability. So these are actually bulletproof glasses. And you can put them on and have your friend fire a gun.
That's a guarantee.
That's guaranteed.
It's a guarantee.
Yeah.
From a distance as close as 6 inches.
Yeah, not by us, of course, by the brand.
And yeah
legally speaking, I've never guaranteed anything in my life.
I would never guarantee anything. It's not the way I live my life.
Yeah, so don't take my word for it. Take yourselves' word for it by shooting yourself in the face while wearing Pit Viper.
Not less than 6 inches.
Yeah.
You could injure your eye.
And as you know, it's like this isn't just for people in the military. A lot of people listen to the show are at risk of killing themselves. You may want to kill yourself. Well, as long as you got your Pit Viper sunglasses on, there's an extra opportunity. You hear the gun go off. You put the gun to your head, you hear it go off, and you say, "I'm ready to." You commit to doing it, and then the bullet ricochets off, goes in the other room, and destroys your PlayStation 4. And you say, "I've been given a new lease on life. I can't thank you, Pit Viper sunglasses. I can finally appreciate living." And then you walk out in the living room and the PS4 is destroyed, and you're like, "Okay, now
I gotta die."
And then you kill yourself for real. And that's the Pit Viper promise. So Chuck had his high-end sport glass. Oh, those broke. So through the spring, the tests were successful, and it was time to give them some attitude. Being an accomplished artist, Chuck began painting the PVs.
Oh, he's an artist.
He's an accomplished artist.
Okay.
Not a regular bullshit,
Not just like anyone.
Not like your daughter, Madeline, or whatever, that sits on a fire escape in Williamsburg and just has fucking dicks raised up through the slats on a cherry picker.
That's not art, Madeline.
That's not art.
You dumb bitch. Get a real job.
Yeah, I go to Pratt for fucking HPV. I go to Pratt for getting HPV. I'm getting my master's in being raped at the new school.
I'm getting my,
I'm getting cum.
I'm getting my MFA HPV.
I'm doing a new project where I fill my entire apartment with cum.
That's not bad.
Where
it's kind of subversive.
Yeah, so I've been crawling in through the vents because the cum is already up past the windows.
Mission Impossible style.
And
I like that.
It's sort of like the movie Blank Check, but instead of money, it's what if a woman just
had unlimited cum.
Just fucking opened the doors to her pussy like a blank check and said, let's see how much trouble we can get into here. Anyway, so Chuck began painting the PVs to match his extreme lifestyle. And they looked damn good.
Painting the actual sunglasses.
Yeah, he was painting them.
What are they?
Yeah.
Python Viper?
Yeah, Python something. No, pitvipersunglasses.com. Bottom line is that Pit Vipers may look like the most incredible thing in decades. Decades? Is that how I said it?
Decades.
But they are also highly functional sunglasses.
Unlike
Oakley's, which are low-functioning sunglasses.
Yeah.
They're for people that are
80 IQ and below.
80 IQ and below. Let me ask you this. If you're having peanut butter in every single one of your meals for the day, you might need some Oakley's.
Get Oakley's.
Yeah. If your menu for the entire day is looking like 8 a.m. peanut butter and jelly sandwich, noon, maybe a peanut butter cookie, dinner time, a butterscotch candy with a side of peanut butter.
Yeah.
It may be time for you to get some Oakley's. The glasses for retarded people. TM.
Oh, Chuck Mumford looks pretty cool, dude.
Is it one of the Sanford Son guys?
It is the old man.
Anyways,
it's the father.
Bottom line is that Pit Vipers may look like the most incredible thing in decades, but they're also highly functional sunglasses. They are the optimal blend of style and performance, like James Bond. It's important to keep the fun alive, and at Pit Viper, we are striving to do our part. If you haven't figured out yet, we are very serious about not taking ourselves too seriously. We love our product and what it stands for. They got a military design, 3 adjustment points for the perfect fit, solar protection, optimal peripheral vision.
Mm-hmm.
They have a product guarantee where they will replace the Pit Vipers, but you have to send a video of you breaking them. Which it's a reenactment video. So you can get that. They have a guarantee that if they break, they'll fix them as long as you have access to Final Cut Pro and the $3,000 iMac to shoot a video and edit it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at their website right now. They have, not only do they have sunglasses, they have party apparel.
Party apparel.
Just clothes for like, they got a belt with, you can fit a 6-pack of beer in the belt.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah,
and it's on sale from $438, and now it's $18.
Yeah. Anyways,
sick.
Yeah, go to pitviper.com or pitvipersunglasses.com and check them out. Get you some sunglasses, get yourself some apparel, and you can use promo code. Hold on, let me see. I think they didn't even send us a promo code. Pit Viper. God damn it!
It's kind of like a Hulk Hogan aesthetic, or like a Riff Raff, the rapper. He wears sunglasses like this.
CUM69 is the promo code for 20% off.
Ooh.
So CUM69, 20% off. That's a hefty chunk of change.
That's fucking good deal. That's probably the best deal we've
That
ever.
That is the best deal.
I think it is the best deal we've ever offered. And I love deals.
Yeah, Adam loves deals. And yeah. So yeah, CUM69, CUM, lowercase CUM69 at pitvipersunglasses.com. Go check them out. And then, yeah, there's apparel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Am I forgetting something? I don't think so.
Yeah, it looks like they have ties.
Yeah.
They have scrunchies.
Scrunchies.
You
Remember
can
that
get for your bitch.
Remember girls that suck dick?
Oh, yeah.
They love scrunchies.
I remember them.
Yeah.
They got to get the hair out of their face.
They got to get the hair out of their face. And I gotta kill myself.
Any day now, buddy. Any day.
Look at this. I didn't even clean up Scrabble.
Well, it looks like your Scrabble game has been cleaned.
Yeah. Clean your clock.
Mm.
Don't forget to clean your clock. What does that mean?
To punch someone in the face, no?
You clean their clock?
I think so.
That seems weird. It sounds like suck their dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like to polish their knob.
No, there was a guy who was like, damn, I'd love to clean that guy's clock or whatever. And then his friends...
He's like, you want to go, bro?
His friends who don't know that he's gay came over. They're like, what? You want to do what? And he's like, it's not... Fuck, mess this guy up for how gay he looks.
Yeah.
I'd like to clean his clock. You ever heard that before?
So then he just spent his life beating up gay guys.
He just beat up gay guys.
And not living his truth.
And he's like, thank God that clock thing took
Thank
off.
God I was able to make up that thing to hide.
Say that clock thing.
To hide behind the fact that...
Boy, I'd love to lick that guy's cock. Hey, Mark, what'd you say? All right.
Say clean his clock.
Clean, give him the old 1-2 across the sweet chin.
Mm-hmm.
The chin music.
Oh, yeah. Sweet Chin Music. What's his name? Shawn Michaels. You remember that? Michaels. You never watched wrestling, Nick.
I mean, a little bit. I mean, no, I didn't. You're right. I never watched wrestling. I would watch SmackDown occasionally.
I used to watch it.
But I would watch... UPN for a while was my favorite network.
Mm-hmm. We've gone into this. The black era of UPN. The Star Trek era.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they always had... fucking Voyager or whatever. God damn. These lightning, none of my lightning cables work anymore.
That's you may have a pocket lint in your...
No, I tried cleaning it out. I'm gonna get some electronics cleaner or something and give it a spray. See what I can do.
That'll be a nice 2-hour project.
Should I get that new iPhone?
With the 3 cameras? Well, I was seeing today online, people are complaining that they have there's some sort of phobia of three things, tryptophobia or something.
Why? Because it looks like a spider's eyes.
And they said that it was triggering for them to look at that iPhone.
If you have that, you should kill yourself.
You should absolutely kill yourself.
It's not. We're not going to hear from those people. That's not a legitimate.
There are multiple people. A lot of them were hot girls saying it, and
yeah,
normally
hot girls don't have.
I thought
real
this
problems.
I thought it was lame. Then I heard a couple.
I can't have. First of all, they're all going to buy the phone. They will all have that
because
they
phone. They love taking pictures of themselves.
Apple's not going to fucking, double back. Oh, yeah, we're going to cancel production of the new iPhone.
Because we're scaring.
Because it's scary.
It's scary for some people with this thing
to hide women with,
yeah,
right, trigger and something. Now, let me tell you something. All right?
Uh-huh.
And you better listen up.
I'm listening.
This is Bill Maher's fucking shut up corner.
Go off.
If you're one of these fucking people that, maybe you should fucking kill yourself. New rule. Maybe if you got.
Maybe you should.
Yeah.
Not you should, but maybe.
Yeah.
It's a suggestion.
Yeah. If you're Donald Trump, maybe you should kill yourself. Yeah. I wonder who's who's also afraid of Donald Trump. You want to be like him? With what the fuck is? Now I gotta look this up.
It's tryptophobia or something.
Tryptophobia,
something like that. It was trending.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
What is it?
Look at this. You click on it. It says the following may contain sensitive material.
I saw that,
and it's it's a picture of the new iPhone.
It's triggering, Nick. It's triggering for people that are afraid of three things.
This is not real. There's no way this is real.
It's real, dude. Multiple people said it. Maybe 5 people said it.
But you're afraid of things that come in threes. You know what's so funny? It's because it's like, oh, these people just hate comedy or whatever. But comedy is, the rule of threes.
Of course.
So it's like
that's how you build a joke.
Now
baby.
These people are like you've now found the retarded identity subset that's literally antithetical to the concept of jokes.
How do they look at a traffic light?
I don't know. How do they do anything?
How do they leave their homes?
3 camera hot pumpkin princess Eva.
Is that the hot girl that said
3 cameras on the new iPhone actually triggers my trypophobia. I can't have people walking around with those cameras every day.
I thought it was pretty lame for them to say that, but then I saw that one hot girl say it.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Can you do? I got 3 inches that might trigger you.
Yeah, but the 3 inches is of one dick. I think
That's
if you had
true.
3 dicks,
I have 3 dicks.
If you had 3 testicles, maybe.
It looks like my 3 dicks. It looks like the bottom of a microscope. Like the lens selection.
Exactly. How do they use a fucking not a electron, the other one? Whatever the fuck it's called. Microscope.
Trypophobia. I mean, it's like, am I just old? I'm old now.
Yeah, dude.
If you're 20 years old, are you hearing this? You're like, yeah, of course they're afraid of of course.
Nick, get over
it.
Duh.
Of course you're afraid of the iPhone.
The kids are afraid of the iPhone. They're listening to Billie Eilish.
Yeah, who's spooky. She's obsessed.
She's a spooky girl.
That's the other dumbass take I saw on social media. People are like, she has some video where she has wings or she's in hell or something.
That's spooky.
People are like, I'm like legit afraid of this new generation. It's like, why?
For what?
For what? For Billie Eilish?
Remember, we had scary things.
We had death.
Eminem had a song about killing his wife.
Yeah, there was Norwegian black metal. The band would eat each other's brains.
Yeah, that actually happened.
Yeah. Billie Eilish is just some boring fucking...
She's just some girl from L.A. that wears like Fox Racing shirts.
Yeah.
I love this crackhead aesthetic that's really taken over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. The only thing that feels nice is that sooner rather than later, those people will be old. And I'll be even older.
Dude, I used to go to...
And then they get stuck in that weird middle area where you're old, so you don't get to be cool anymore. But you're not old enough to be racist yet.
Right.
Where at that point, I'll be like, what, 80? And boy, wait till you hear the things that I whisper to my fucking waitresses. Well, wait until you get a load of the things on my mind and what I have to say about the guy that cut me off.
Because you're gonna have some thoughts, you know.
Mm-hmm. You know, at Circuit City, they didn't used to let these guys in here. Like, sir, that's not true. I'm also 80, and that's not true.
Yeah, I remember Circuit City,
sir.
It was just a regular big box store.
We're both 80 years old. I remember the 2010s. It was not the way you're describing.
Not at all.
Yep. There was a dame for every fella back then. And if that dame did too many fellas, they killed her.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking chopped her up and fed her to Chinese pigs. Sir, that's not how it was.
Now all the dames are fellas.
Mm-hmm.
And all the fellas. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
However that goes. Yeah, you remember the 2010s, the good old days, you know, when men could be men. They could be afraid of iPhones. Anyway, what are you doing? Reading all these tweets and getting mad?
Yeah, I've deleted that previous tweet. Many people are upset by trypophobia. My sincere apology. They say the ocean is calming, according to Andy Dufresne. The Pacific has no memories.
What?
Oh, my God.
Shawshank?
It needs a trypophobia trigger warning. How do all these fucking... where did this come from?
I wanna post on Twitter that chick from Total Recall and say this is triggering my trypophobia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post that right now.
With the bitch with 3 tits?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
3 tits.
Oh, triggering people have triple. Now this. Or the fear of irregular clusters of small holes. Oh, it's not 3 things.
What is it?
It's a fear of an irregular cluster of small holes.
Wait, does this bitch actually have 3 tits?
That's what I was saying, because it looks like spider eyes.
Oh, so it's 3 holes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real thing too, dude.
Trypophobia is not recognized by the American Psychiatric Association.
Yeah, it's made up, of course.
However, a subreddit on the phenomenon amassed 60K subscribers over the past 7 years.
Of course it has.
Okay, well, there's fucking subreddits that are like, you know, I beat off on mailboxes. 10 million fucking... There's 800,000 people that subscribe to that. They're like, guys, bad news. The subreddit's coming to a close because someone threatened to rape Serena Williams. And I've been with this community since the beginning.
And this isn't what we're about.
This is not... These people are my life force.
This is a beautiful, supportive community.
This posting on here about the thought of coming on a mailbox. And that's where it all began. But I think about everything this community's produced. All of the memes that we shared together.
Oh, so it's 3 holes. It's not just 3 things.
Yeah, well, it's a regularly clustered small holes. So it's you know what it's from is there was like a manga called Holes, like fucking 20 years ago, and it was like an image that would go around like the internet.
She had 3 pussies?
No, it was like a woman that would develop these weird small holes on, like it was a disease where you get these small like holes on your body. They kind of look like the holes that a botfly leaves. And then those botfly videos got popular. Botfly videos are gross. It's a fucking parasite that like burrows into your skin and it leaves like a 1 centimeter hole when they extract it.
Was it like lay eggs or something?
The egg, yeah, the larval, the larval stage of it is, it's fucking disgusting, and it's like because that's become like a.
Yeah, it's a few millimeters out right now, but I don't want to lose it or retain any body in there. Am I hurting you at all?
It's just pressure.
Okay.
Is this guy doing this to his
go.
wife?
Mm-hmm.
It's partially out.
Oh, he's removing it.
Got it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, this is like a super cut that people have used removed. Sort of like a cum shot compilation.
Is it moving? It's fucking out.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting, man. It's these like bugs that like shit into your skin, and then you have this giant pimple with this fucking like Look at the size of these things.
Oh my god. That's definitely a community. People that like watching massive pimples being popped. That's that's a show now. Dr. Pimple Popper.
What the fuck is it?
Yeah. It's just a show about this like Asian lady dermatologist that just pops the world's biggest like pimples and like, like boils and growths.
Oh, fuck that shit, dude. Fuck.
Ew.
Look at that.
Ugh. Oh, that's fucking gross, bro.
Yeah. Honestly, fuck Africa.
Is that from Africa?
I don't know. I didn't even look into it. I just assumed. Sorry, Africa. If that one's not on you, I apologize. That one could be the Amazon.
Yeah, we don't have to blame it. And if it's the Amazon, I'm glad it's being burned down.
Hold on. Because then people get mad. They're like, that's racist. And it's like, I didn't say Africans.
No, it's just it's a biodiverse continent.
Yeah.
They have a lot of different animals and insects.
You
there.
should, like when Trump said that Nigeria is a shithole or whatever. It's like, you can't say that that's racist. He could just be talking about the place.
He's saying like the bugs and stuff.
The bugs.
He's talking about... It's got bugs, folks.
All of the bugs. You can't get mad at him.
He's just talking. He said that today about the Bahamas. That just right after they got wiped out by the hurricane, he was like, they got really bad drug dealers, really bad criminals, gangsters.
You got criminal gangsters. Somebody described Grand Theft Auto 3 to him, and he's like, "Oh, that must be what's going on down there."
Oh my god! I saw.
And where do these motherfuckers live? It's not telling me.
Those bugs?
Yeah, Dermatobia hominis. It's also known as the Torsalo or American warble fly.
Oh, it's American.
Is well, hold on now. It might just be called that. There's
No.
still a chance that it.
Nope, Nick. There you go.
The species is native to the Americas from southeastern Mexico, so it's not from. Nice try. Yeah.
Oh, you got bailed out right at the end of that sentence.
Right at the end of that sentence. From the Africa of North America.
The Africa, exactly. Exactly.
And that's not racist to say.
Because he's talking about the bugs.
I'm talking about the bugs, which is the relationship that Africa, which I assume the botfly was from.
Mm-hmm.
Remedies. You put petroleum jelly over the hole. And
then they suffocate?
And it suffocates it.
Okay. And then it just stays in there, dead. It's pretty nasty. It's disgusting.
Yeah. So I guess that's what people are thinking of when they see the new iPhone. And I tell you what, you can bet on that.
What do you mean you could bet on that?
You can take a bet on that. You can take that one all the way.
You could bet like what, your friend, or
all
can
the
you
way
like bet like at a sports?
You bet that all.
At a
Take that
sports
one all
book.
the way to the sports book.
To the book.
To the book.
Now, when I hear the term sports book, I hear the word book, and that's triggering for me.
Yeah, because
I don't know how to read.
I don't know how to read either. I only
And I
know how to
think-
gamble, baby.
I think books are
I'll tell you what.
gay and offensive.
Now that we got the new football season coming up, it's time to
No,
start.
it's football time, dude.
It's time to start gambling, and it's time to start gambling at mybookie.com.
We had week 1.
Whose bookie?
My bookie.
My bookie.
Mm-hmm.
Whose bookie is it?
My bookie.
No, it's my bookie.
It's your bookie.
It's your. Well, it's my bookie.
Well, it's mybookie.com.
And where are we betting?
MyBookie.
No, where are we betting though?
On the sports book.
But whose bookie is it?
Nick's bookie? My bookie.
It's my bookie.
But
so I'm telling you, where do we gamble?
At mybookie.com?
And whose book is it?
My bookie.
No,
It's your bookie.
it's my bookie.
This is a classic Who's on First.
What's that?
It's a comedy bit written by racists.
Where two guys try to decide which Chinese player to draft on their fantasy team. At MyBookie.com, they offer a Chinese-only fantasy.
Chinese people don't even play baseball. That's the thing that bothered me about the Who's on
The
First.
Japanese, yeah.
They should have chosen some Japanese
yeah,
names.
the sketch should be called Osaku is on first.
That would have made more sense.
And then Costello is like, okay. And then Abbott's like, no, I'm telling you, Osaku is on first. And then Abbott goes, I heard you the first time. He's like, aren't you going to ask me who Osaku is? And they're like,
You already said.
I'm guessing it's the first
His name is
baseman.
Osaku.
They're like, no, he's the runner that's on first.
Okay, you
Oh,
could have confused. Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's the confusion.
That's the other person that it could have been.
Yeah. They're like, I'm telling you, Osaku.
Or maybe the coach, the first base coach.
Yeah. No, Osaku is on first.
Okay, so it's the runner.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get tagged
And he's
out.
like, my name is Mori Sashu.
Mm-hmm.
And you say, I can't tell you, all you fucking idiots look the same to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then it goes in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's-
So he's confused because they all look the
all
same.
you fucking baseball players look the same.
Not because the names sound like you're saying the word who.
No. It's that all these
Okay,
baseball
okay.
I can't tell the difference between baseball players.
It would be confusing
Yeah.
if you couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah, and you're like, who's on first? And you're like, no, his name's Osaki. Who's a Chinese name, you fucking racist?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's not racist, but this person
Like,
is
no, I'm
legitimately
yeah.
being honest about their
I'm
inability to differentiate
Yeah.
between Japanese baseball
Yeah,
players.
mybookie.com. And they are just asking. It's a new season. Antonio Brown is on the Raiders.
No, he's not. He left. He's on the Patriots.
And
now.
Odell Beckham is on the Cleveland.
He's still on the Cleveland. That is true. And they lost.
And the one thing that hasn't changed, where I'm putting my money down on all the games,
That's never changed. We've always
I've lost.
used my bookie.
I love losing money, gambling.
Mm-hmm.
I never make money, but then again, I'm not the kind of guy that researches things.
I'm not in it to win. Actually, the loss is something that has some sort of psychosexual effect
I
on me.
gamble and I imagine myself as Philip Seymour Hoffman in Hard Eight, as that guy.
Okay.
And I think what a performance!
Mm-hmm.
What a powerful.
The
performance.
first P.T. Anderson feature.
What a powerful performance, and then I lose all my money, and I say, "Wow, what a performance!"
But it reminds you of that great
It reminds
movie.
me of that movie and an artist.
So it's worth it.
An artist who gave everything to his craft
Yep, including his own life.
and his own life. I just like all Philip Seymour Hoffman do was act, and then ride his bike around the West Village so you could see how fat his legs are.
Those pictures were pretty fun.
They're so funny, dude. He's got from the knee down. He's the Kraft mac and cheese dinosaur. He's just,
That's why they always put him in pants in the movies.
yeah, no, he's got some tree trunks.
He had some fat boys.
Yeah,
As Staub would call them, powerful haunches.
yeah. I got
Now I really want to look at his legs.
who Stobbs or Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Philip Seymour.
Well, you can look at his legs at mybookie.com. It's the place to bet on football every weekend and to see pictures of Philip Seymour Hoffman's bloated leg. Imagine how much worse they were when they found him.
Yeah, was it from some sort of
Yeah, it's
drug abuse
probably
thing?
shooting into his legs.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, because he didn't want track marks.
Yeah, here, let's look at
He did look kind of cool riding a bike.
Philip.
He looked cool smoking a
Yeah,
cig.
but you know he doesn't look good to himself, and that's why he has that expression in the picture.
Oh, he doesn't look happy.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy at all.
Yeah.
Don't take a picture of me. I don't want my fucking picture taken.
Look at this one. He's smoking a cig and riding a bike.
I don't
That's cool.
want my picture taken. I can't do him. He's weird. He's got like 3 different voices.
Yeah, they change. You're good at the Boogie Nights one.
I'm fucking sorry, man. That one?
Yeah, like the one where he's almost about to cry because he
Yeah.
just tried to kiss Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, this one's great.
What's
That's
that?
a good picture.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, his poor children, orphaned.
Yeah. He ate them before he died. Like a spider would.
He did. What does heroin do to your appetite?
I don't know. For him, it looks like it made him much fatter.
I think junkies get bloated, right? Heroin junkies?
The friends that I had that did heroin that didn't die eventually all had that kind of look with his legs, but it was in their arms. They had these like sort of Muppet arms. Like they had like
Huge.
like Cookie Monsters
Fat
arms.
hands, fat fingers.
Like a fat like flipper almost.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Where you just, you have that look.
MyBookie.com.
MyBookie.com. I would only recommend the service to my listeners. It's been good to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And they've been
true.
great to you.
That's true. They've been so good to me.
They were there for you when you needed them.
They've been really good to me. Okay, I can
That's
say that 100%. They've been some of the best. It's a beautiful company. I go there every weekend. I go into the office and they say, "Oh, look, it's so beautiful to us. You know, you're beautiful to me," and we have a great time. MyBookie is the place to bet on football every weekend. They have better bonuses and more prop bets than any other sports book. Period.
That's a guarantee.
This year, man, that is a great sentence. MyBookie has better bonuses and more prop bets than any other sports book. Period.
That's cool.
It sounds Italian.
Yeah.
I love that. It sounds Italian to me.
Yeah.
It's an Italian-style sentence.
An Italian-style sentence.
My bookie is better bonuses and more prop bets than any other sports book, period.
If someone said that to me, I would believe them.
I would believe them 1,000,000%. This year, they're hosting the first online handicapping super contest. First place is guaranteed to win at least $100,000. It only costs $100 to enter. All you got to do is pick 5 NFL games against the spread every week to climb the leaderboard and score your share of the huge cash prize pool. That's why my bookie is always the right play. You bet, you win, they pay, you bet.
Not to be confused.
Not to be confused with any other sportsbook website.
This is a unique slogan.
They have put so much time into thinking of how to differentiate themselves with a slogan that sounds nothing like.
Listen, you said it maybe 5 seconds ago. I cannot remember what you just said.
No one has any idea.
It is so.
Who gives a shit?
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? It's a sportsbook website. They're great. MyBookie has live in-game betting on every NFL game. They've got the most rewarding player perks in the business. And for you fantasy guys out there, you can even bet the over-under on how many fantasy points a player will score each game. So that's getting into derivatives trading, which, as many people know, is great for the economy.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you go to mybookie.com, you're buying a school teacher a home.
Mm-hmm.
You're paying off their mortgage by manipulating the economy in a way that benefits them. I heard that. I overheard
it's a benevolent
this.
service.
I went to Cox's funeral and I overheard this.
Cox funeral?
Yeah.
What is that?
The Koch brothers.
Oh, Ed Koch?
The dual funeral. Was it Ed or was it David?
It was David Koch. I think.
Yeah.
Ed was the former mayor of New York, the closeted homosexual mayor.
Don't vote for a homo, vote for Cuomo.
Mm-hmm.
Which I always love. Oh, what a fucking...
An unofficial campaign slogan. I don't think it was ever on any T-shirts.
It was an official campaign slogan, and it's like to use your own name to insult someone else.
Right. Because probably he'd been called Cuomo the homo his entire life. And he really got ahead of that by calling his opponent the real homo.
Yeah. It would be like if you're running and your name was FAGOT. Right. But you're like, vote for faggot, not faggot.
Yeah.
You know, like 2 T's.
Yeah.
But you're faggot.
It's a different word.
It's a different...
It is a different word.
Yeah, it's a different one over here. But Cuomo means homo in Italian. I learned that from, was it CNN?
Really?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. Anyways, up to $1,000 first deposit bonus. You can double your first deposit. If you use promo code CUM to activate the offer.
Every time. I can't believe.
Yeah, nothing else. Just CUM.
Just
CUM to activate the offer.
I can't believe. So get on that website, put the word "cum" into it.
Just go ahead and put "cum" in there into the website.
Just write "cum."
And then visit MyBookie online today. That's MYBOOKIE. And don't forget to use promo code CUM when creating your account to claim the bonus. Bet, win, get paid. MyBookie.com. Yeah, let's look at Seymour Hoffman again a little bit here. Is this his wife?
Yeah.
His wife was cute.
She was cute, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he was massively fat and a junkie, but he wasn't a bad-looking guy.
Yeah, I remember watching. Maybe it was Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. I don't know.
Great movie.
Somebody that opens with like
Sidney Lumet.
That opens with like a sex scene with him, and I was watching it with some hole. Yeah,
one of them holes.
Yeah, just some girl, and I was like looking at him. I'm like, fuck, that must suck. I hope I never just become that size.
Right.
You know, just have to be a
Yeah.
fat piece of shit fucking. And then she was like, I don't know, I'd fuck him. I'm like, well, I didn't ask you that.
Girls would fuck anyone.
I know. And then she was like, I
That's a
think
big
he's,
secret of the world.
she was like, I think he's hot or whatever. And I was like, really? I'm like, that looks like painful to live that. Like, it just, you're struggling to breathe. It's always through your nose.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you got a loud nose.
He can't properly wipe his ass.
Can't wipe his ass. You know.
Dude, I was in an Uber with like a 600-pound driver in LA,
Yeah.
and he was so fat he couldn't wipe his ass properly.
Did he tell
It's
you
just
that?
like the whole thing. No, just the car. Just
Hey, how
smelled
you
like
doing,
poop.
man? What's going on? Yeah, nothing.
No.
My name's Carlos, and I can't wipe my ass. It's crazy.
No, he was like a clearly like a community theater guy in like, you know, somewhere in rural Massachusetts, and he went to go follow his dreams.
Oh,
Just got massively fat.
you get in
You
the
know.
car, and he's like, "Gentlemen."
He was definitely, yeah. I mean, he had that eagerness of like a guy that's in like, you know, regional theater.
No, I don't know what you're talking
Just a
about.
guy that's really excited about cast bonding and like, oh, we go real wild at the cast party after
The
rap.
Ubers in LA are wild.
They are.
Because here it's like, you know, Coco Nuguale, you know, and like,
They're silent.
it's not a word. And maybe they have a phone call that's like, whoop, whoop, oh, like a but- oh, there, little bidoo-cock. You know,
Yeah.
and it's like another guy speaking R2D2 or whatever. And then, but you go to LA and they just like fucking, they're like, well, I was born in 1970.
You gotta hear the story.
Massachusetts, and then I came over here and worked in the industry for a little bit, and then I was a waiter, and then I got married. My wife was murdered by some Asian people that I owed money to down in a little real estate problem I had in Little Tokyo.
Uh-huh.
And then I've been driving for a while now, and last year I was sodomized by a passenger and contracted the HIV virus. So that's, but luckily there's a cure now. A lot of people don't know that, and that's you're like, can I get a different guy? can I just go? Can I ride with Nankapule again? Or whatever his name is. Some, you know, I don't want to have to hear all this.
Yeah, you get too much narrative out there.
Yeah.
Stav and I had
And
a lady.
it's always so much like exposition that you feel required to respond to. You know, it's like they're not like nice weather today. It's like my sister was raped. They're like, I'm so sorry. It's that sounds awful.
That
like,
sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to Culver City.
Yeah. Anyways, the weather, huh?
Yeah. It's real nice out here in California.
Yeah. No, I'm from Russia. I'm from Moscow, Russia. From the jails there. Yeah, I just got in from the jail in Russia. So, I'm sorry you're having problems.
Yeah, Stav and I had a lady who's like this like Hispanic lady in LA, and she was like, "Yeah, I mean, like as a woman, it is difficult because like men are like very aggressive with me." And I had this guy, and I was dropping him off at a hotel, and he was cute. I would say he was cute, and we got there. He was drunk, and we got there, and she said, "Well, we'll, you know, you want to come up to my room?" And I had to say no, and you know, because I do have a boyfriend. And then Stav was like, "How'd you meet your boyfriend?" She was like, "Oh, I was driving him in my car." So it's like she doesn't not fuck the you know,
right, yeah.
she just already fucked one, you know.
Yeah.
Which kind of rules, honestly.
Yeah.
She was an attractive 40-something, I will say.
I got picked up by a lady in LA that was like a Lyft driver, and like she was one of those like flower child, like was a slut,
God.
you know, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Like prayer crystal ladies.
Yeah.
And she's like, just, you know, whatever you got to do to stay positive. I'm like, I'm keeping you in my thoughts, and I'm like bringing you good vibes. So like, thanks for riding in my car. In my car, we have a positive outlook and all this shit or whatever. And it's like, I just want to go home and kill myself. Please don't. Please don't try to be nice to me.
You know, the sad thing is that she's way more depressed than
Oh,
you.
probably.
Yeah.
You know, she's just trying to fuck passengers. She's trying to get.
She's trying to catch some dick at her job.
Yeah, she's just trying to get fucked by a passenger, and I'm not having it. Damn. Max Rosenblum, who's connected to Philip Seymour Hoffman's accused drug dealer, is going back to jail. Did you see this?
Wasn't that guy a comic in DC?
No, I mean, I'm sure there's somebody with that name.
Yeah, the guy whose act was like, I'm Jewish.
Yeah, I guess
similar to my
this
act.
is some hipster that
Who killed Philip Seymour?
Why he sold him the dope. They killed him.
Mac Miller's drug dealer just went to jail.
Really? What? That's stupid.
Well, if you sell like a hot bag,
I don't know if it was a hot bag
I think it was fentanyl.
with the Hoffman thing.
I think
What happens with heroin addicts is they stop for a while and then they try to do it again and they don't realize they fuck up their dosages because the tolerances have changed.
Mac Miller it was like fentanyl and coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With fentanyl mixed with coke?
Yeah.
Why are they doing that? That fucked.
You kill your customers.
Yeah.
I think they do it because it's cheap
Yeah.
and
But fentanyl
you can
and
get people really high.
like in the coke, it's like, isn't it obvious that you're not?
Because it's a downer mixed with an upper.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's scary shit, man. Yeah, I mean, they should. They're probably testing kits, you could buy. And then that shit that you
What's
have to
happening is the global elites are taking drugs back.
What do you mean?
Well, they knew with Epstein's arrest in 2009, they're like, fine, you won't let us fuck kids anymore? Guess what? We're going to poison we're taking heroin back. We're going to poison all of it so that only rich people have access to heroin and blow anymore.
Oh, so it's kind of a luxury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now they get all the good shit. And then I guess fentanyl is like, basically crack for white people.
Well, opioids are crack for white people now.
Yeah, but fentanyl is like I mean, I think you can properly dose fentanyl. They're just going to import it all from fucking
China.
Yeah, they're going to blame it on China. Make China.
Well, they've been blaming it on Mexico, but in reality, most of it comes from China.
Yeah, it's like the Africa-Mexico debate with who has the worst bugs.
Exactly. The classic question.
Who's responsible for the worst bugs?
Who's got the worst?
Yeah, I mean, it really was unfair how they railroaded the president over those comments that were clearly just about the bugs.
The bugs.
The bug situation in Nigeria. Folks, he's talking about the stinky heat.
They've got bad bugs.
Yeah, everything smells. It's a stinky country filled with bugs. He's not talking about the people or the culture.
They're fine people.
I mean, D.C. is a swamp.
Right, but the bugs.
Bad bugs.
Mm-hmm.
So if he said D.C.'s a shithole, particularly Southeast D.C., you would. That's not a racist.
I don't know about that.
It's just the Anacostia is dirty.
Right. I hear it's cleaned up a little bit.
It's a dirty river, and Southeast is down.
Right.
I mean, naturally, it's going to carry all the bugs and disease from the river over into the land. And there's not racist reasons as to why that river is dirty.
Right.
There's
yeah.
You can't blame him. I really hope Joe Biden becomes president.
I think that's probably worse than if Trump gets president.
Oh, yeah. Joe Biden is gone. I mean, he was gone 10 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
he was caught plagiarizing like 30 years ago.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't matter to the Chinese.
No,
They
not
don't
at
care
all.
about plagiarism. And that's who's
You think the Chinese are behind
It's
the
weird.
Biden campaign?
It's all of these
They were behind
pollsters-
Jeb Bush.
It's all these pollsters talking about, how you win this group or that group. You never hear about
The Chinese vote.
The 80 million Chinese people that live in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
There's
so many.
How do you get their vote? There's a lot, dude.
Yeah.
It's something, I think the last count is something like 450 million Chinese people in the United States.
Just in the United States.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even know that.
The U.S. population of Asians total is something like 6.5 billion.
In the U.S.
In the U.S.
And no one talks about that.
No one talks about it. That's the
People need to talk
The world
about that.
population is about 8 million. 6.5 billion of those people are in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And then the total, I think it's something like 97% of the population is Asian.
Wow.
And then 50% of that is Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
And we're the
There are a lot more Chinese than you think. There's like Mexican Chinese.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
black Chinese.
It's a state of mind.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like gender. It's nobody, it's fluid.
It's an identity thing.
Yeah. Chinese exists on a spectrum.
Right.
It goes all the way from monkey to rat. With dragon being the apex.
Which one are you? I think I'm a really gay one. I think I'm bunny.
Yeah, it's rabbit.
Rabbit.
Was that 87?
87.
Yeah, I'm dragon.
You're 88.
Yeah,
Dragon. That's the best
it
one.
rules.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah, that's why I was always fond of the Chinese because I had a good year.
Yeah. I got a rabbit. I guess that's a horny one, right? They fuck a lot?
Not in Chinese culture. No, they're eaten.
There's no...
They're known for being killed and eaten.
They're stoic.
For being turned inside out and hung in the windows of restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Whatever.
You don't know?
No, I don't know. I forgot. I miss the fat man, actually.
Yeah, I miss him too. It's also we gotta get going here. I gotta get to
the stand where I'm guest hosting Stav's Fat Tuesday show, which he renamed this week Jewish Tuesday. It should have been Fat Jews Day.
Well, that'll be yesterday. Is it going out?
Well, this was yesterday, so I'm giving you a recap on last night.
Yeah.
But it's certain to be a fun evening.
I gotta get to the post office before they fucking close.
Oh, I hate going to the post office.
It's the worst.
All right, we got Funny Moms this week coming up on Monday. Let me check the day real quick, Nick. Yeah, Monday the 16th is the first Funny Moms of the month, and then we'll be back the 23rd and the 30th. Hope to see you there. I will not be there on the 30th because I will be celebrating Rosh Hashanah with my mother and father.
Keep a lookout on cum.town for new shirts. I haven't restocked things yet, but I got the shirts in. I just gotta inventory them, and then those will be up for sale sooner rather than later.
And I'm sure Stav has some tour dates. You could check that out on billburr.com. All right, bye.